she uses apparently as kind of like a crutch word, like apparently my social media skills are kind of out of it or something along those lines. Oh, was that response appropriate? How do you think that's going in her favor?
I don't think apparently would be the right word
Yeah.
for it.
No.
No, you just got to, I think really what you should have done is just come out and say, hey, I'm sorry I tweeted something very inappropriate. I apologize to anybody who I offended. You just got to be straightforward with it. If you're sugarcoating it, you're just creating a lot more drama and a lot more stuff for us to talk about.
Right, it seems like she owned up to it, but she kind of only owned up to it maybe like 3/4 of the way through.
I think so.
Yeah, definitely. Would you all agree on that? Or?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no,
Yes,
she
completely.
could have apologized a full amount, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think she
I mean,
had to
like,
take
it's
up
fine
too
that
much.
she did it, but
Yeah.
I mean, at least just come right out like, yeah, I did it. Like, I did do it.
All right, well, thank you again for your responses. We'll move on to the next topic. On the first episode of X Factor, a young woman named Jillian Jensen took the audience for an emotional ride. Jensen mentions that she had been bullied in her past. She was told discouraging words such as, "You'll never make it," or "Why bother?" She received empathy from the judges, proceeded with her performance, and was successful. How do you guys feel that Demi Lovato's empathetic reaction to Jensen was genuine? And was it Jensen's voice or her story that got the judges on her side?
I definitely feel that Demi Lovato's reaction was very genuine because I know that she went through a lot of issues herself, and I feel like she definitely knew where she was coming from, and she was able to like genuinely show that. So I know-
Originally, we didn't even see that at first, though. I think Demi, she was a little defensive on that fact, maybe a little offended, but I think obviously as the story went on, she's like, oh, and the empathy really worked out in her favor. So I think it's more the story.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the sob story was definitely, it's very cliche lately. I feel like everybody who goes on one of these shows to try to make something out of themselves always has a sob story to tell. So I don't know if Demi Lovato was like, oh, just another girl trying to relate to me, and then maybe when the girl like really got into what she was saying, that Demi Lovato did start to connect with her. But I feel like the sob story and then them both having the same tattoo, it was just a little overbearing, and it was just too much to handle. I just feel like sob stories are getting a little old and a little overwhelming. Like, just be yourself, go sing, show your talent. There's no need to like go up there and have this sorry story about yourself.
Right. I mean, if you have true talent, you don't need a sob story
Right.
to get you where you're going to go.
Exactly.
We just want to
don't
see
need
you
that.
come on stage, sing, do your thing, and if you're good, you're good, and if you're not, then, well,
Yeah.
try harder next time.
Exactly.
I mean,
Right.
People
exactly.
always love a funny person too. Like, people love funny
yeah.
people.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't have to be sad to get places in life. Like, you can
Right.
genuinely be like a nice, funny person and have talent and do just as good.
Oh.
You know, like, you don't need to be sad.
I mean, laughter's always the best medicine,
Yeah.
so.
Oh yeah, everyone loves to laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. What do you think, though, is Hollywood's purpose for hyping up the sob stories?
Ratings, views.
Ratings.
definitely to get more
Definitely.
views.
You know, everyone's gonna root for the underdog.
Oh.
No one wants to see like it's just annoying after a while. I personally feel like sometimes sob stories get too much to where I don't want to watch it because it's the same thing every single time. But people do watch it, people feed into it, and they do actually tune in. So that's what matters. And people want the money, so of course they're gonna go for the sob stories.
Perfect example, sob stories. If you watch the Olympics, obviously, there was tons of those, especially during the primetime
yeah.
segment. I mean,
Oh.
keep in mind, all that was taped, and we knew who was going to win and stuff. But, I mean, it comes down to the end of the day, ratings and those advertisers paying the network so they can show the Olympics or X Factor or The Voice. I mean, it's all about, you know, that almighty dollar bill and how you're going to spend it.
So how effective do you think the stories are?
They work.
I mean,
the show comes
they
on
work.
every season, so I guess it goes far. I don't like it, but if America does, and that's what works, and they need the money, so I think it happens well. I don't agree with it, but you know, if sob stories is what win people over, keep going.
Oh, it definitely hooks the viewers because I know myself. Like I've been watching like American Idol
Right.
or the X Factor, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I want them to win now, kind of a thing. But then,
It helps you develop a connection.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
It does.
It just gets you that one person you just want to call and vote for, like literally for 2 hours while the windows are open. I know a little bit younger, my family, we did that all throughout the early seasons of American Idol when we were absolutely hooked on it.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking, you know, the Bo By Sarah, Diana DeGarmo, Fantasia, even, heck, we even followed the Kelly Clarkson season. I mean, we were early Idol fans, and we you know, those interest stories really connected us at the time. But nowadays, I mean, we just know it, and it doesn't connect us as much. But if it's something out of nowhere that we've never seen before, you know, it works.
Exactly.
It works.
Yeah.
There's just got to be a unique twist to it, I think.
All right. Well, that's our show. Once again, thank you all very much for coming out today. I really appreciate having you here. Thank you all for watching, and check out our website at mutv.missouri.edu. I'm your host, Kevin Nepomuceno, signing off from Tiger Tear Up.